Cheer. Test. Testing, testing. 1 2 1 2 1 2. My mic sounds nice. There it goes. It's delayed. You gotta tighten this up. 1 2. What's goody? Battle rap for breakfast. See, it's like it's new to this whole live shit on Instagram, so they gotta tweak this shit. I'm trying to figure it out. That's why it keeps being played back. It's like this is why I can't say live on Instagram because you can't control it. My mic sounds nice. Boss lady, what's goody? Y'all can hear the feedback, can't y'all? I'm just gonna remove it. Sorry, Instagram. All right. I just want to give my real quick recap. I know that I'm gonna say a few things that most ain't gonna say. It's one like Battle Talk Tuesday. I'm gonna go through it more. I was supposed to also go live with some people that were there, but I was thinking about the battles. I still need to watch the main event in its entirety. But it's a few things I was watching, like some interviews and stuff, and I just wanted to say the bigger picture needs to be respected. And I hope that Easy the Block Captain and John realize that that matchup where it has been done before, that really moved the culture. You feel me? Because um yesterday the whole entire culture was in tune. So anybody who was on that card who debuted new names, everybody was watching. And I think it did a lot for up and coming talent. So I'm gonna run through the battles real quick. But first and foremost, I want to say, um, Castro, Rizzy, and Zen, they did that was one of the best battles of the night. And I want me, I gotta always rep for the ladies. Shout out to both of them because they had a dope back and forth, man. Zen was spitting, Cashflow was spitting, great energy. And the top two battles to me is them and Jay Moore versus Bonus. Like the best battles are the best back and forths. And so we gotta like I'm bringing that up because I keep thinking like, Showtime and Vada. Shout out to them for the commentary, but they kept saying Riggs had the performance of the night, and I'm like, how did Riggs have the performance of the night? I know I'm all over the place, but I'm just going off as how I remember it. He had a decent performance for a subpar battle. Let me do a better job of going through. First two battles, shout out to CNG Ty and to Taj Millie. Bullpen was definitely up 2-0 off the first two battles. Now the OG Capri dude that battled Taj Millie, like niggas wasn't really feeling him. His style is different. You know what I'm saying? He had some shit. I think he finally heated up more in the third round. I feel like he got a different style that he needs to tweak. But you see what I'm saying? Like he was on the card, so I remember his name. I think more platforms like that need to be outside and battling because and get the culture involved, get the budgets behind it, so that newer talent gets the eyes. Because the whole culture really, to me, most of the culture was tapped in. all the top media platforms. Everybody was watching. So they did a lot for up and coming talent. They did a lot for newer talent by doing that. You know what I'm saying? The young boy who CNG battled Lee, he has a lot of potential. To me, I think that I don't know if it was nervousness or if he was just unprepared. I don't want to think that he was that unprepared for a debut on a big card like that when he's basically being introduced to the world. You know what I'm saying? I liked his energy. He did have bars, but he kept dropping the ball. So yeah, CNG Ty and Taj Millie, they had bullpen up 2-0 at that point. Then you got the ladies. To me, the ladies had a great back and forth. The ladies up the bar for the night right there. You know, because the best battles, like I say, the best battles are the best back and forth. They had a great back and forth. I think I edged Zan. Zan was too excited. I think she needed to calm down because she couldn't get all her bars out, not because of like not remembering, but because I think she was too hyped. I can hear her getting tongue tied, and she did it twice. But she was barring, yo. She was barring, and so was Cash Flow. Cash Flow has some shit. I love the contrast of that battle. Zan had that Philly shit going. Zan really repped the town. Sidebar, I want to promote Zan. Zan is the first episode of a docu-series that I'm co-producing with my guy, the Philly Celeb. It's gonna drop sometime soon. She's the first episode. It's a dope docu-series, so be on the lookout for that. Follow the Philly Celeb. Yeah, and I can't think of his what's name right now, but just wanted to promo that. We're doing other things, you feel me? But Zan really was repping Philly, and then it was a good back and forth because a good contrast because Cash Flow Rizzy got that southern, she from VA, and she got that southern twang in that gangster energy too. She was talking. I feel like she was talking and Zan was spitting. That was a good back and forth, man. So shout out to the ladies for I always say the ladies gonna shine and the ladies gonna have one of the best battles, and they did. And I'm not sure if they was bringing that and if they're gonna get that attention, but I wanted to highlight that. Next, the great back and forth. My guy, Jay Moore is my guy. I'm glad to see him out here eating. Up one. Shout out to his movement. Up one. They had a really good back and forth. Bonus is dope. You know what I'm saying? That also was a good contrast. Bonus and Jay Moore. I think Jay Moore got the edge a little bit. I think Jay Moore got a lot of star quality. He showed star quality. He always does. So I'm glad to see him out here doing his thing even more and more. So both of those battles brought the energy up, right? So if I edge Zan, then at that point you got it bullpen 2-1. And then if you edge Jay Moore, to me, after Jay Moore versus Bonus, it was 2-2. Even though both of those battles can be debated. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it was a clear because I think Zan with the tongue-tied shit dropped the ball. So a lot of people probably was also giving it to Rizzy. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I had it 2-2. It was 2-2. It was 2 up, bullpen and trenches. Now, I'm just freestyle remembering. Bill Collector versus whatchamacallit, Bad News. Now that Bad News I like Bad News a lot. I'm not gonna hold you. I like his energy, I like his story, I like what he brings to the table. I feel like he's gotten way better since he first came in the game. Like he stepped it up. I even like his style a lot. But I didn't like what he was really doing last night. He didn't do nothing different per se, but it wasn't hitting as much. And Bill Collector to me has always been one of the dopest in the game. Like to me, he showed levels. He's a dope writer all around. I always loved his music. Like when I had the radio show, I used to always pump his music. He's really a dope writer. And last night he really showed the level, like the difference between like the levels. He vetted him. That's how I look at it. When it's that clear difference being shown, I feel like he vetted Bad News. Bad News done battled other people, other vets and shit. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that Bill showed us why he's Bill, in my opinion. So at that point, Trenches got that one. So now I'm scoring it 3-2 at that point. I don't think I skipped any because I remember when Easy and John John were about to battle. I'm not sure what they was called. I think they was calling it even, but nah. To me, I got it 3-2 at that point. So the consensus seems to be I cannot properly judge the main event because I didn't see it in its entirety, and when I tried to watch it again today, it wasn't like a good watch. So I need to really see the third round. For me, now what it's seeming like to me, because I've seen the first 2 rounds basically twice, it's seeming to me the first time live watch, I edged John John. But to me, I had John John kind of losing the first round. His shit was Easy's first round was solid, and his shit wasn't matching. I feel like John John picked up from the middle towards the end of his round, which to me made him get an edge. However, when I was watching it back today, I'm like, that round could easily be debated. Now, round 2, Easy's round 2 was fire to me. Hearing it back today, I need to hear John John's round 2, the entire thing, because I think I got Easy in that round. But John John had some hard hitting, heavy bars in that second as well. But I see the consensus is giving John John the first and the third. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing a lot of 2-1s. Some people are saying Gentleman's 30. I don't see that right now. I can see where the 2-1 is at, but I think this battle is way more debatable than it's not. But a lot of y'all saying that John John smoked him, and to me, that's contingent upon the third round. I gotta hear what they both did in the third round. So either way, though, I'm fair. I deal with consensus. The consensus right now is that John John won. I'm seeing a lot more John John won than not. So that's my recap, man. I want to give my 2 cents while I was thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Overall, I think the culture won. I hate to be one of those, but the culture did win because we need more of that. We need more eyes. The culture needs to see more up and coming talent as a culture. Like, I know we all support different platforms, and a lot of us know certain up and comers, and a lot of us don't know a lot. But when the culture is all actively watching an event, it does a lot for new talent, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? A shout out to Intake. I heard Intake versus Bricks. That event, I think, was yesterday or part 2 today. I'm seeing it promote. I haven't heard any feedback or anything yet, but I know that is a big card for newer talent as well. But it's just different when the event is being live streamed, so we all could check it out, type shit. You feel me? I think that's the bigger picture. Sidebar, just a little extra part on the audio shit. I think it's said and done. But to me, these are the 3 things. The person who recorded the audio needs to be G-checked. And I do feel like Easy needs to address if there was any consequences or if there was any repercussions. Only because, man, that shit is whack, yo. Like, you obviously talking to somebody that you thought was cool. That shit is whack. I have to bring that back because it's an issue. It's going to start to trickle on to bigger blogs and mainstream media, the bigger issue. You feel me? Secondly, the person who gave the audio to John John, you out of line too, whoever you are. You from the culture, I think. You know what I'm saying? I think that audio has been going around. Also, the decision to drop it is I don't think that. I guess I'm gonna ask y'all. Do y'all feel that based on the outcome of the battle? That's the better question. Based on the outcome of the battle, do y'all think that it was necessary to drop that audio? He had to win, so he accomplished his mission basically on paper. I think 2 or 3 platforms. It wasn't a super edge. So both of the polls that were displayed, it's like he had 53% and Easy had 47. So it was like 2 or 3 points up. So overall, like a 6 point deficit is not like that's not giving smoke. That's giving that he edged. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, I want to know from y'all, do y'all think that he that he needed to drop that audio? Because I don't know. Part of me says yeah, because it probably went with the information that he dropped, and it kind of validated his round, and even him touching on it, his rim easy block bars were kind of tough. I'm not gonna hold you. His bars were kind of tough. John did bar, but I'm like 50-50 on whether really he had to do it, and I'm 50-50 on how I would feel. Like how I try to do. I always preach emotional intelligence, and I'm trying to like see how I would feel if I was Easy, because how I felt initially was like, damn, I don't know. That's like, would I want to fight? But I know it would look bad for him if he fought, because it would just add like the peanut gallery would just make it worse. The way y'all talking and the way y'all think. But I don't know. It's all so dirty and messy. I don't like it. Y'all tell me in the comments, man. Do y'all think that audio needed to be dropped to make the battle what it was? Do y'all think in the long run that going into it, I think it did add to the hype and the flair, and it did. Hopefully, it added to the money. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But do y'all really think he needed to do it? That's my rain rant, my rain recap, man. Check me out, Battle Talk Tuesday. I will be live, maybe addressing a little bit more of this. I'm gonna chop it up with Will Skills because he was on deck and get his take. Subscribe to the channel, Boss Chick TV. Follow me on Facebook as well, Boss Chick Rain, and Instagram. We're gonna get this live on Instagram, right? The Boss Chick Rain. Rain recap. The realest out, and I'm out. Chill.